Peace, Taurus. I'm about to start you guys' reading for September monthly. Please take the messages as they resonate. Everything's not going to resonate with you, and roles can be reversed. Since I did that collective pen live and suggested how we're all about to be under spiritual attack, every single live I have done so far has been talking about spiritual attacks. With these spiritual attacks, though, they're necessary because this is how we're going to be able to jump timelines, learn a whole bunch of lessons quickly, and pretty much test everything we said we learned and everything we said we repent from, everything we said we've outgrown. Those tests are coming back around just to see how much we really grow. Anyways, thank you, Most High, ancestors and spirits that match my intentions for allowing me to get these messages out to Taurus. Can you please read? Well, I just feel like, because it is like 3 freaking cards, I'm going to redo this shuffle. I haven't used these cards in a while, so I've been using them for the month of September. What do they need to know for their September monthly messages? All right. Ooh. Can you give me confirmation on this card before I dive in? Ooh. Who's this? Taurus. Okay. So the overall theme for you guys' this message today is roll the dice. With roll the dice, pretty self-explanatory. You guys are thinking about taking a risk. You guys are gambling. What are you gambling? You're gambling your growth. Someone wants to gamble their growth, their heart, some type of progress that they've been making since they walked away from something or somebody. Now keep in mind, again, this doesn't have to be romance, because some of you guys, this may have something to do with addictions and attachments as well as bad habits. Whatever the case is, I do see that something is risky. And with this risky energy, this is something, again, you've already outgrown, Taurus. You've already walked this path. You already know what to expect. But even if you already know what to expect, you're still thinking about taking a leap of faith or a risk. Now, for some of you guys, this is romantic. This is talking about a twin flame. This is talking about a trauma bond. This is talking about someone you had either deep codependency towards or a strong emotional attachment. If you guys recently separated or distanced yourself from this person, or you're thinking about doing this, I definitely see someone is going to be apologetic. Someone's coming in with an apology. But again, with this apology, you've already walked this path before. Someone does something, you set boundaries, they apologize, love bomb, and then you take them back. Couple of months, couple of weeks, hell, a couple of years later, they do the same thing. You set boundaries, they apologize, and you take them back. So again, this is a path you already walked, and you're exhausted. You're tired. You're so exhausted and burnt out over these apologies. But even with this exhaustion, I still see you getting ready to take a risk to take somebody back. I don't know. Let's dive into it. Self-indulgence. So some of you guys have been self-indulging. Some of you guys have been solely focusing on yourself. You've been focusing on your healing. You've been doing your shadow work, or this is something that you're prepping for. Take it how it resonates, Taurus. Everybody's on different timelines. Some of you guys already experienced some type of heartbreak. I see heartbreak. I see sadness. I see the feeling of loss due to some type of separation. I already said it earlier, but it's crazy that the cards are coming out. Addiction is here. But again, codependency is similar to addiction. So, Rev, this is like alcoholism or a deep trauma bond. The effects are still the same. It's hard to walk away. It's hard to detach without withdrawals, without something. Some of you guys, like I said before, and it's crazy because I started you guys this reading off talk about spiritual war. But some of you guys are already in this energy. You've already separated from something that could have been extremely hard. You already cried your heart out. You've already did all of this. And now that you're in this self-indulgence, waking up to your worth, waking up to your freedom, waking up to your own value and magic, this is when someone's going to be coming back around. And it's kind of like an alcoholic, right? And this is something I had to learn. Once an alcoholic, always an alcoholic. Me, I wasn't an alcoholic that had a drink every day or every weekend. No, I could go 6 months without drinking. I was a social alcoholic, which means in social settings, I didn't know my limits. I got lit. I got turned the fuck up. So although I wasn't a daily alcoholic or a weekend alcoholic, I was a social alcoholic. And when I only had 2 drinks this year, right? So I'm like, I don't even crave alcohol. As soon as I'm in that social environment, I'm tempted to have a drink. So it's like, I'm overly explaining this because once an addict, always an addict. Once an alcoholic, always an alcoholic. Once codependent, always codependent. So if this is a person you have to pray to get away from, if this is a person who, again, you were in like some mental prison or emotionally attached to, even if you're in this self-indulgence and you're healing and you're really on your path, when this person comes back around with this apology, it's no different than being tempted. You're tempted because you're addicted. Love is an addiction, man. It is. That's why we go days without eating. We can't sleep. We go through the same withdrawals we go through when we don't smoke. Well, I don't know about y'all, but I go through them. So I do see that test of temptation is here. Obsession, possession, control, emotional blackmail, codependency. Just all things that, again, is too freaking exhausting. Especially if you already put up with this. I'm seeing for the last 5 to 7 years. For some of you guys, 3 to 5 years. You're exhausted. But you're not that exhausted because, again, someone wants to, you're incompatible. You are incompatible with this person. This relationship is too toxic. And the more you continue to pour into yourself, the more you're outgrowing this person. This person's not going to be your type anymore. Even if you still are extremely attracted to this person. This person does nothing but bring drama and toxicity into your life. Now, I'm not trying to do a smear campaign on this person, but every single card that is coming out is letting me know you have 2 options: self-improvement or self-destruction. Some of you guys are already on this path to self-improvement, and here comes self-destruction. And you have 2 options. You're either going to heal or you're going to stay wounded. You're either going to finally leave this person in the past or you're about to reopen all of this again, which is going to be even harder to get out of next time, which is going to be even more emotional next time. Okay, Taurus. That was a lot. Hold on. All right. What else do they need to know? Someone counted you out way too soon. Someone assumed who you were back then was who you were always going to be. Someone assumed if you loved them this much, you were always going to love them. But that's not the case at all. Someone's getting ready to wake up to the new version of you as you remove blockages to your life. You're getting ready to wake up and realize the more you pour into yourself and your future, the more you're removing blockages. It was never this person. It was never this person keeping you guys afloat. It was your good karma, your good judgment, and your divine protection protecting them. Now that you're out that energy, you're removing blockages, which allows you to obtain your goals a lot more sooner. You're still receiving blessings, even if you felt like you then fought somebody, you then broke car windows, you then did the absolute most. It's because this person brought out the worst in you, not because that's who you genuinely are at the core. People can bring out the worst in you. I'm telling you, there's at least 2 men. And if they ever said like, that bitch is mean, she cutthroat, she just got a nasty ass attitude, nothing satisfies her, believe them. Believe those niggas when they say that shit, because people bring out different sides of you. And I didn't have a motherfucker bring out the worst in me to the point where I'm like, this is not even my character. This is not even my character. But you motherfucker, dealing with your ass gonna have me in prison. So when I say people bring out the worst in you, yes, people can bring out the absolute fucking worst in you. The nastiest attitude you've ever had before. I didn't treat niggas like straight shit. I'm a Libra though. We're karma. I've got my karma. It don't matter. But anyways, you're still receiving blessings regardless of who tried to make you out to be what. Because that was never your core character or your heart. Someone's trying to get you caught up. Someone's trying to get you caught up in your emotions. Someone's trying to get you caught up when you're vulnerable. Someone's trying to sneak in slick and slimy, trying to see in a moment of weakness, could they get you back? The thing is, though, it's Groundhog Day. You're going to wake up and repeat the same thing again. I already said it. I said, whatever it is you're going through, this is nothing new. You've already lived, you walked this path 100 times. They fuck up, they apologize, they love bomb. They fuck up, they apologize, they love bomb. Ended day breadcrumb. It's Groundhog Day. This person wants to be chased, which means they will never do right by you. This person wants to be chased, which means that they will always deprive you. You know how you get somebody to chase you? Women do it too. I used to do it. You get it by love, being everything they want. Be everything they want. It is so easy to fake and pretend to be somebody for a short amount of time. For a short amount of time. So they come in, they give you the love bomb, all your love language. They give you your love language. They do whatever it is that you want. And you're like, okay, maybe this person's really listening to me. Maybe this go around, this person's going to do right by me. And as soon as you let your guard down, they take off running. Why? Because they know you're about to chase that high. Again, love is a high. Love bombs, that's a high. They know you're going to chase that high. You're going to chase that attention. You're going to chase that validation. So that's why they love bomb you and then breadcrumb you. It's not because they're confused in their emotions. They don't know if they should love, and they don't know all their life they never had nobody love them. Shut the fuck up. They know exactly what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. These niggas be way smarter than they want you to believe. It's called calculated. They're calculated. They're playing chess, not checkers. When someone wants their ego stroked, they're going to go to the one who's going to stroke it. And then you're addicted because at one point in time you thought this was your Prince Charming, your princess, everything you thought you wanted. You're being played, man. It's called being played. We done been played. We done all been played. So what are you gonna do, Taurus? You gonna reconcile with this nigga? Yeah. But then you're gonna run away. Some people, I mean, there's a saying, sometimes you have to keep going back until there's nothing to go back to. Never tell a woman how to leave her man because you never know what she's calculating. Reconciliation is here. I said it. I said someone was thinking about taking a risk. You're going to reconcile it, and guess what? As soon as you think, you know what? I'm going to give this nigga one last chance. Here comes God. Here comes the ancestors. Here comes your guardian angels. Here comes everything that does not live on this planet. Divine intervention. So as soon as you think, or as soon as this nigga thinks you're about to start chasing him again, serendipity. Your way out. I don't care if y'all don't believe in God, your higher self, your guardian angels, your ancestors. Most High will break your heart to save your soul. But you have to understand, everybody's heart's not out here being broke. Everyone doesn't get this chance to get out. Some people die in their relationships. Dying, craving that freedom. Some people kill themselves. I know, it gets deep. I don't even mean to get this deep right now, but I know exactly who I'm talking to. I am talking to someone that needs to hear these words. Everyone doesn't have a way out. So when this divine intervention comes and you get the chance to run, never fucking look back. Understand, this divine intervention might break your heart. Sometimes Most High breaks our hearts to save our souls. Yeah, it hurts. The divine intervention may be you find out your nigga fucking your sister. Let me watch my language. My son walking past. The divine intervention may be you find out that this girl's been gay all along. It's something where you can't come back from. Once you hear it, once you see it, once you know it, there's no more delusion. You can't come back from this. It breaks your heart. It shatters the illusion. It shatters any hope you have in the future. And that's what we call a way out. They're called the greatest lessons for a reason. The greatest lessons in life are learned through pain. But these are lessons you're going to be able to carry for the remainder of your life, so you never find yourself entrapped and in prison with codependency and emotions forever. You're a slave to your emotions. So yeah, someone's about to get out. Someone's about to get away. Even if you decide to reconcile one last time, either by force or free will. If you do it by your free will, you've already cut this nigga off and you have no desire to go back. If you're doing it by force, you already gave this motherfucker. You're thinking about giving somebody a second chance to repair a relationship. And then that's when the worst is going to happen. To the point there's no coming back after this. It's divine intervention. There's no spell work. There's nothing no one can do. Once you outgrow this energy, once divine steps in, it's over. Becoming the best version of yourself. Becoming the greatest version of yourself. You see that? No pain, no gain. You can get the rest of that in there if you want. Or maybe he already did. I cooked breakfast early as hell this morning. Like I got 5 kids and a man to feed. It just be me and my son. That's like the boy husky now. Cooking is my love language though. Anyways, you're becoming the greatest version of yourself. The first step towards change is awareness. The second one is acceptance. Some of you guys have to become aware of how much you lacked in self-respect. And now that you're gaining a newfound level of self-respect, you're never going to allow somebody to come in and disrespect you ever again. You're not going to allow someone to come in to insult your intelligence, to play on your emotions, to play on your character, because you guys have a pure heart. I see unfulfilled here, lost or lack of interest. Again, very soon, this person's not going to be your type anymore. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn's coming out. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn coming out. Fake memories. This person, every memory you have with this person, everything you've ever been through with this person, it was all fake. Someone's not only that, someone's on paperwork, someone snitched, or there's some type of there's something that happened at a party. I don't know if this is past energy or if this is predictive energy, but there's a party here, and at this party something's gonna happen where someone's like an informant. Someone's name's on paperwork, point blank, period. All the snitching that's going on in hip-hop today. Shit, I don't know. Someone has fake memories though. Your ride or die, your A1 day one has been a snake. It's fake memories. You were genuine and loyal to this person the whole time. They were using you for an image, using you for protection, using you for money, or using you just to fill a void, but the memories are fake. They're fake. And there's some type of paperwork. This paperwork could be a metaphor for screenshots. You know, just evidence and proof that someone's not really fucking with you like you thought they were. I don't even know what the pull. All right, let's pull some of these. Uncomfortable conversation. Yeah, there's definitely an uncomfortable conversation here. Death and rebirth. Divine intervention is here, man. This is you. This is preparing you for a new life. And blowing up your old life, so there's literally nothing to go back to. Uncomfortable conversations, again, it could be about this paperwork, the screenshot, some type of proof or evidence that someone has been fake this whole time. Could have been a 15-year friendship, I don't know. Lack of confidence here. Someone lacks confidence, or someone doesn't want to trust in their intuition. Anything that I'm telling you, you already had an intuitive nudge about. You just lack the clarity to prove, or, you know, an outsider looking in to tell you what's up. Let's pull some of these. Either way, outside of that though, you guys are definitely breaking generational curses. I do see that there's abundance that's getting ready to come your way. But you need to be mindful, man. Someone is living in the past. Someone is still connected to past people. Someone's still going to past environments. Like, these people are still your friend. It's like someone's friends group, someone's family members. They're about to turn into like mean girls against them. Like, you're being singled out. You're being excluded out. Watch your mouth. Someone's going to call you restricted, or someone's going to call you And it's either like they're going to have somebody on the other line on mute. And if it's not on the other line, then they have you on speaker in a room full of people. There's some fake ass shit going on here. Someone's trying to get you to say something, trying to get you to confess to something. Again, either it's informant and it's dealing with legal problems, or this is just like screenshot and catty girl shit. But someone's trying to set you up. Someone's trying to get you caught up. If you know you do illegal shit and you did something illegal with your best friend, say last year, and she randomly calls you like, hey, you remember that time we did this, that, and the other? Say no. I don't remember that shit. There's somebody here close to you you can't fucking trust. And I don't... someone's trying to get you caught up. And that's when someone's going to realize, damn, I thought these was my girls. I thought these was my friends. I thought this was my family. I don't know who the fuck I'm talking to. Jealous energy, jealous bosses, siblings, friends, neighbors, or co-workers. I swear, you could literally be going through your own personal battles and wars, barely above water, barely surviving. And here come a flock of bitches trying to make your life worse. That's shit. This shit happened to me. I'm a Taurus moon. 2018 was one of my most intense years. I mean, I lost my home. My probation got revoked and my case was reopened. So I was facing up to 20 years. My nigga left me for a whole nother girl. Like literally in the midst of all of this. Me and my brother was beefing. Like 2018 was so fucking hard that I had no choice but to prioritize. Like I have to charge that to the game. I have to charge that to the game. And I have to charge that to the game and solely focus on my freedom and motherhood right now. I don't even have enough time to cry. I don't. I gotta go to the shelter and I can't show these bitches my weakness. I didn't know what to expect at the shelter. It was a family shelter. I was the youngest there and they were so fucking nice. But moral story is you could literally already be going through it. Already going through your own personal battles. And when I was going through what I was going through, I let my ex have her. I let her have him. I ain't never fought nobody back. I ain't never called nobody like you fucking my man. I literally washed my hands with it. Again, I'm getting evicted and I'm in and out of jail. I don't have time to argue with this woman. This woman that I never met a day in my life takes it upon herself to post my profile on her page talking about I'm stalking her and I'm doing this, that, and the other. Ma'am, I am at the Micah House shelter right now. I swear to God, as ancestors is my witness, and this is the reason why my future ended up playing out the way it did. This shit was like 6, 7, 8 years ago. I'm at rock bottom. And I don't even know this woman, but it's like since I didn't want to fight for that nigga, it's like she was trying to find a reason to beef with me, or like, I don't know. I don't know this woman. I've never seen her before. So I have people inboxing me screenshots of her page. Like, I'm not pressed about this woman. I'm only explaining this because years later, the woman's like a single mother to 9 children. She about 40 years old now because I'm just now about to be 30. And when I was 22, I think she was like 32. Listen. All I'm going to say is sometimes shit, when shit comes at you, it just comes at you all at once. Like, I'm already going through a breakup. I'm already going through all this shit. And then here you motherfuckers come. But don't worry, because I'm telling you, and it's been proof throughout history, you're going to have the last laugh. In the end, you're going to win. So whoever's trying to get you caught up, whoever's trying to get you on 3-way, whoever's trying to play in your face about your pain you're going through, keep pushing. Keep it pushing. These bitches, happy hoes ain't hating, hating hoes ain't happy. That's one thing I've learned. To this day, I've been single for like 7, 8 years. To this day, I've still never gave that woman the satisfaction to have a conversation with me. She was inboxing one of my clients around the time I got hacked. So, like, everybody I used to have blocked, it was like free game until I blocked them again. Mind you, I have to keep her blocked. And she took my nigga. But I forgot to reblock her. And she even was... you know what? The bitch is a Taurus, too. But she even was messaging my clients Talk about, I'm sure she's really a nice person. I just really want to have a conversation with her. It's been 8 years. We will never have a conversation. That's how you really get to these bitches. Do not give the bitch the satisfaction of just saying she talked to you. So when people go around and they're like, well, what did they do? What did she do? She can't say nothing because she never had a conversation with me. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a Taurus moon. Taurus and Libras are from the planet Venus. Venus is the planet of love and beauty, and people like to hate us for that shit. But a lot of people also don't understand, if you comprehend the Bible, Venus is ruled by Lucifer. Lucifer and Satan are not the same people. Lucifer was one of the most beautifulest angels before he had his fall from grace and turned into Satan. So when it comes to Tauruses and Libras, we are ruled by Lucifer, which is one of the most beautiful and intelligent angels there was in the Bible. Astrology, man. Astrology. Don't be listening to all this other shit. Anyways, moral story is what I'm trying to say. Just relating to you guys. When whatever this happens, this is going to teach you the power of privacy. That's all it is. It's a lesson about privacy. Even your closest, most dearest friends can turn into your enemies the next fucking day. There's informants and monitoring spirits all up in your energy. And again, bro, if this paperwork is legal paperwork or is this is a metaphor for screenshots and group chats, the enemies are about to make you identify your enemies. All right. Yep. Spirit's here. What's this say? Rumors will backfire and truth will be known. Someone's friend group is turning into bullies, but they're telling you this is the spiritual attack. Do not match energies. Don't go to war. Like I said about my story, in 2018, I was going through so much bullshit. There was so much I had to charge to the game. That's what teaches you growth and maturity. Like, okay, I could go fight this bitch, but I really should be checking in with my probation officer in my fucking room so I make sure me and my son has a roof over our head for the night. You gotta grow up. You gotta grow up. The rumors are going to naturally backfire. The truth is naturally going to get exposed because you have divine spirit on your side. I already said a divine intervention is coming in to help you get away from whoever this warlock or witch is that has you under these love spells. You call it love spells or not, but when you addicted to a nigga, that's warlock dick. Some of the best dick out there that will ruin your life. So, of course, divine spirit's going to come in for whoever these mean girls are. You have to understand, Taurus, when you are facing this and you feel like you're under pressure and you don't have a support system and everything's coming from every different direction, that is a spiritual attack and you must surrender to your higher power. Your God, your Jesus, your Virgin Mary, Yahshua, Jehovah, the universe, your ancestors. It don't matter what you believe in. High frequency speaks in every language. But this is a spiritual war and it's coming to attack you psychologically and spiritually. Which means it's trying to up the mental, man. Mental stress. Anyways, let me get ready to wrap this up because I got 2 more lives to do. Some financial advice for Taurus. Dependent. You can't fully come into your power if you rely on others for financial support. Codependency. The Most High will provide, where if you want to believe it or not. So anything that you have to charge to the game, any losses that you have to take, anything that you have to leave behind, I assure you all your needs are going to be met. Release codependency right now and surrender to whoever your higher power is or your higher self. Because during this spiritual war, you're going to have to handle this in the spiritual and not the physical. In the physical, you're going to have to demonstrate discipline and self-mastery. Not to allow the actions and words of another individual alter or hinder your state of mind and your path you're going down. Believe, when you wholeheartedly embrace the attainability of your dreams, you will find the courage to exceed the ordinary. That's no why I was about to say extraordinary. Influencer, you have just the right combinations of qualities to connect with an audience, inspire change, and create positive impact, turning your pain into power into passion, and passion into profit. You're not just going through shit just to go through shit. None of us are. And that's why the spiritual war is necessary. So things that may take us 5 years to learn, we're about to learn in these next 5 weeks to 5 months. Which just means those long-term goals are going to be coming in a little bit more sooner. It's not a winning season. It's a new era. Collectively, all right, let me pull some of these and get ready to close it out. Innovation, guidance, and authority. With innovation, you will need to come up with new strategies to keep your plans in motion. Old ways are outdated. Invest, create, and test ideas out. Guidance. Divine forces are showing you the way to go. You are discovering another piece of your destiny and your purpose in life. I told y'all, there's divine intervention here. There's a lot of shit that really is out of your control because you're being protected from shit that you probably don't want to be protected from. But that's the thing about being chosen. You don't get to choose to be chosen. You're anointed. You're going to be protected regardless. Authority. Clashes with boss or a challenge to your power will compel you to respond. Choose peaceful solutions if you can. Do not allow your emotions to overpower your intelligence. Look at everything as a spiritual war, y'all, and handle it in the spiritual realm. It's time to go over your goals. It's time to make something a goal. Someone is going back to school. Others of you could be thinking about launching a project or switching fields. Understand if this is not in the month of September, this could just be fall season in general. Because again, I see someone's really about to invest in school. Someone's getting a trade, a skill, or going to college. Others of you are, again, you're doing something that's creating wealth, generational wealth. And the ancestors are telling you not to worry about what you feel like you lack. All your needs are going to be met. Like I mentioned before, the Most High will provide. But if you're moving in fear, then you're going to get fearful results. It's time for you guys to take a leap of faith when it comes to investing in yourself. Also, privacy, privacy, privacy. You cannot, people can't mess up what they don't know. And I see that someone's pocket watching you. Someone wants to take advantage of you. Someone's plotting on you. So it's going to be important you be a little discreet about your wins and your moves. Nonetheless, if you feel like you've been short of opportunities or you've been struggling to get a new job, I see new offers, opportunities, interviews, and new jobs in the month of September. Others of you, if this has something to do with like bills, shut off notices, or like little worries and fears about that, I see not to worry. There's some unexpected financial assistance and help that's coming your way where all your needs are going to be met. I see the ancestors want you to continue to keep building. And again, in the near future, someone's going to have to take a risk. You're going to have to take a risk. Where if this is invested in you, going back to school, diving into a new field, there's something here where you're going to have to initiate the changes you want to see. And then the Most High is going to meet you halfway with these rewards. Stop comparing your success to other people. Everything that is glitter is definitely not gold. And I see the finances, the wealth, the lifestyle you're creating for yourself is authentic, which means it's going to take longer. Things that come easy do not last long. Things that last long will never come easy. Lastly, I do see your finances are being sabotaged by the energy you're choosing to keep around you. What is for you is protected until you clear your energy, because these people aren't meant to sit with you on your winning season. These people on their path, they're not meant to be that close to success. Your version of it, at least. All right, let's close this out. Woo. Joy, content. Oh, not joy and contentment. Excuse me. Earth, ease, and grace. Should I almost say earth and grounding? Ease and grace and romance and connections. I feel like illusions have to be shattered so a more authentic vision can come your way. A more stable foundation that you can actually build on instead of dealing with individuals who are trying to build off you. Friendships and unions. Out with the new. What the fuck? Out with the old, in with the new. I'm talking new suitors, new romance, men that you never... When I say men you never been attracted to, because women be like, I don't want to date somebody attractive. I'm not saying the person's going to be ugly and have pus oozing out their face. I'm just saying their lifestyle's a little different. Maybe you're used to dealing with niggas who sell weed. You getting a nigga that's an electrician. That's not... Again, it's different. Friends that you used to be able to get drunk with and make bad choices with, you're now getting friends that are like, hey girl, I put your name in the bowl for the new executive promotion. I hope you get chose. You're dealing with people who are going to take you to the top. You're dealing with people that are going to believe in you more than you believe in yourself. But these people, they're not going to come into your life until you get all these inauthentic snakes out your garden. Because these snakes in your garden is going to stop these people from ever walking up to your door. Like, oh, she got snakes, so she must dance with snakes. She must like that snake shit. A motherfucker with standards, worth, and purpose will never hang out with liabilities. And it speaks from experience. You can have all the qualifications in the book, but if you're a fucking liability, you sabotage yourself. When you hang out with liabilities, you sabotage yourself. When you hang out with women or men who accept, want, and okay with the bare minimum, guess who else is going to be okay and accept the bare minimum? You. When you hang out with people where self-improvement's a lifestyle, guess who's going to also improve? You. So the moral is you need to trust the process. You need to trust God. You need to trust the universe. Spirit, they got their hands all in your life purpose, or if you want to believe it or not. And they're telling you the time has ran up for these inauthentic snakes that are in your garden. Old ways won't open new doors. And if you're around people who constantly remind you of old behaviors and old ways, and they won't allow you to embrace the new you, then those old people need to be left in the past. And you need to be brave enough to meet new people. The choice is yours. We all have free will. And you are who you hang with, no matter how bad you try to disassociate yourself from these people. And like I always say, the moment you start to try to disassociate yourself from your friends group, you need to ask yourself, why are you hanging out with people you're not proud to call your friend? The women I don't hang out with nobody, but the women that I am connected to, I'm happy to be connected to them. Like such and such, oh yeah, I fuck with her. Like I'm proud of that. You would never hear me say just because she does it doesn't mean I don't do it. She do her own thing. I don't be doing all of that. Isn't that hidden shade? That is hidden shade. You're embarrassed of your friends, or you hang out with them because they make you look better. Authenticity. Just, I don't know. You should be proud of your group of friends. You shouldn't be trying to separate yourself from them. And the moment you try to separate yourself from them, it's because there's some cognitive dissonance going on. You want to do better. You know you should be doing better. Yet your actions and the people you're hanging with is beneath what you want to do. So now you got this battle inside of you. Old you versus the new you. You still hanging out with motherfuckers you've outgrown, and you probably got resentment towards them, yet you haven't fully stepped into the new to meet new people. Now you're a fucking hypocrite. Either you fuck with your friends or you don't. If you don't fuck with your friends, and you try to disassociate yourself from your friends, even though you're in that friends group, then you're just as fucking fake. In my opinion. I wish somebody would be like, oh, Pretty Brown, I don't be doing what Pretty Brown do. Well, what the fuck do I do that you don't want no part of? The fuck? I would love to be connected to high vibrational people. I do be cussing a lot though, so I do be scaring off some of the self-righteous. Anyways, psychic abilities, man, intuition's becoming stronger, and this is why you're outgrowing this. You cannot continue to hang out with the same people. You have a life purpose to fulfill. It's time to lighten your load right now. You are not doing anything wrong when you choose you, your future, and your life path first. All right, last deck. The Healing Stone, tenderness, care, gentleness, and nourishment. You're coming into your soft girl era. You're coming into your laid back dude era. You're chillaxing. One more deck, or one more card. The road is clear. And that goes all the way back to removing blockages. It's time to pinpoint every fucking snake you have in your garden and start to get the motherfuckers out. It's time for you to polish your image, polish your mind, and embrace the greatest version of yourself. I can't find that other card. As long as you're as long as you're around people who are okay with living a hard life, who's okay with enduring hardship every other month, it's the same old, you will never know what soft girl era is. You can't be in this soft energy, this tenderness energy where you're attracted and not chasing. And you still got snakes around you. It just doesn't work like that, man. You can't be on two different frequencies at the same time. Either you're going to be high vibrational or you're going to be low vibrational. And guess what? Not picking a side is picking a side. Once again, speaking from experience and all my fuck ups and evolve backwards. I'm telling you, just because you fuck up doesn't mean you don't have the chance to get it right again. But there's no reason to drag out a lesson when we can learn it the first time. Anyways, it's time to lay it on the altar. Hand it here. Soften your heart. Surrender and forgiveness. The ancestors need y'all to be a little bit more softer. Worries, fears, anxiety, stress, panic, heartbreaks. Surrender it to the Most High. Surrender it to your ancestors. Lay it on the altar and soften your heart up. It was hard, but it was also necessary. Anyways, this concludes you guys' reading. Please like, share, comment, or follow. Until next time, guys. Peace.